Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and the other day I was chatting with my friends, one of them being Level Cap, and I brought up that the crossbow is awesome, and then everyone, including Level Cap, was saying that it sucked. And I couldn't believe what they were saying. I mean, the crossbow to me is just that little weapon that's kind of like in your side pocket. You can use it whenever you're in a tight situation, and it's just awesome. So I kind of wanted to make a video today, where I do these terrible weapon setups and just exclusively use the crossbow with my knife. That was the only two different things that I could use throughout the match, and I had some of the craziest and most exciting runs that I've ever had. The one you're seeing right now is probably the best crossbow run in my history of playing Battlefield. I was nailing shots left and right. I was being a sneaky little assassin, and too much fun to be had. So the reason why I was a little surprised that they thought that this weapon was terrible was because I think it suits some setups really well, especially as the recon class. The bolt-action rifles in this game are a lot of fun to use. They're very challenging, but one of their weaknesses, of course, is that they don't do very well up close. And when you get into a tight spot, or you get into a close encounter situation, using the bolt-action rifle is kind of your end-all be-all. If you miss, you're probably dead. You can switch to your pistol, but it's not as reliable as using a primary weapon. But for me, when I'm using the crossbow, it eliminates that weakness altogether. I will notice that if someone is getting into, that close range, instead of just trying to snipe them, or maybe I'll take one shot and then go behind cover, but then I'll immediately switch on over to the crossbow, and when they round the corner, just take them out in one swoop, and that's that. And it's so much more effective than switching on over to your pistol, at least in my opinion. And I know that some people do not like the fact that it has such a slow velocity behind it, and it really requires you to line up your shot and to lead your target even when they're in a close situation. But for me, that's what makes it so much fun and satisfying, because you'll go on these streaks like what I'm doing in today, or even when you're playing as the recon, as you should be, with a bolt-action rifle. You take two people out at long range, you notice someone on your mini-map is about to round the corner, you switch on over to your crossbow, and you take them out. When you pull stuff off like that, you feel like a complete badass, and it's hard to do that with any other setup. I mean, you can do it with your pistol, and that happens every once in a while, but I feel so much more Rambo-ish when I do that with the crossbow and with the recon class, and not a whole lot compares with it. And not only that, but it's got a longer one-shot killing potential. As long as you were within 20 meters with this, you get a chest shot or a headshot, they're gonna drop. And when you compare that to the bolt-action rifles, they need to be within 15 meters. You need to hit that small little hitbox on their upper chest or a headshot to drop them. It's just another reason why I'm so surprised that they thought that this weapon is terrible. I do know that the crossbow has a ridiculously long reload time, and that can get you killed. But as long as you're not using it like I am in today's video, where I'm just kind of bouncing in and out and taking people out after every time I go through that very long animation, you really shouldn't have a problem, because you can either switch on over to your secondary weapon, your pistol, or switch on back over to your primary. So there really shouldn't be a situation where you die because the crossbow had to reload. But I would love to know what you guys think. Do you think I am completely crazy and I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about? You never use the crossbow because you think it's useless? Or do you think it complements some setups very well? Let me know down below in the comment section. But that's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed these montage-y type clips, and until next time, have a good one and take it easy.